Hallo und willkommen zurück bei Code. Wir werden jetzt in dieser Runde erstmal den Weg weitermachen und alle Sachen nachholen, die ich nicht gemacht habe. Das heißt, hier 100% machen, da 100% machen, da mal gucken, da nix und da oben dann den orangen Weg gehen. Gut, machen wir das mal. Plupp. Ich weiß gar nicht, was überhaupt fehlt. Ich werde nicht durchlesen, ich werde nur durchskippen. Weil meistens Gespräche, die mir fehlen, genau hier. Mit Ray. Hallo Ray. I approached Ray. He didn't look very welcoming. So, what's your idea? Think we should go through the tunnel?
Maybe. There's nothing else to do and I ain't fucking staying any longer than I need to. I was on my way 5 stations deeper and this is such a huge waste of time.
He held onto his wrist with his other hand. I noticed something was hidden under his cuff. Do you have a watch? Can you tell the time?
What? Don't you have a phone? You younglings don't have that nowadays, no?
I checked my pockets. I did have a cell phone, but not a smartphone. Either way, it wasn't there, so I had neither one. Oh.
You lost it? Ugh. Fine, it's...
He looked at his watch.
It's close to 6 p.m. What the hell is this cacophony?
I was curious about what he meant, but I noticed it very quickly. The screen in the back of the station was being noisy. It was covered with white noise too. I looked at him and seeing the others gathering back up in front of it, we both went towards it to understand what was to come. Okay, das ist das eine. Jetzt speichere ich mal und mach das nochmal mit den Zwillingen, weil die hat ich auch noch nicht. Nicht wahr? Zwillinge fehlen noch? Ja. Zwillinge! So. Oh, au! Warte, ich muss gucken. Die haben verschiedene Augen gehabt, nicht wahr? Ich sehe es ein bisschen, glaube ich, jetzt gerade wieder. Ich habe es ein bisschen verloren. Aber Hannah war die Böse, war die nicht nette.
Oh, you're us, right?
Yep, that's me. I came by to check on what you two think we should do.
I don't know. I don't want to go in the tunnel, though. It seems so dangerous. Yeah, I agree, too. I don't want to put either myself or my sister in danger any more than necessary.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I think the same way about my friends, too.
No way. You couldn't understand that kind of link.
I frowned, crossed my arms. Well, maybe I have a sister that I want to protect, too.
Do you?
No.
Then why bring it up? You're not making any sense at all.
She just sort of watched the exchange. She was staring blankly. I was about to ask what was wrong before she pointed behind me.
The others are moving back. They're going towards the screen. What's going on? Huh? The screen is all sorts of noisy. It's full of white noise.
Now that she mentioned, I could hear too. I turned around and went to join the others, followed by the twins. Okay. Haben wir es auch geschafft? Weiter geht's. Hallo, ey. More wie A-Hole. So, da. Ach, okay, da kommen die ganzen Gespräche mit Jasmine. The train's direction. Was anybody else taking the train when they were abducted?
Yeah, I was. You noticed too, huh? The direction we're going in doesn't make any fucking sense.
Why'd you say that? Think about it, we're moving towards the north side before, but the destination is down from the midpoint. We're going towards the south now, or southwest if you prefer.
Huh? We were? Once, that left him speechless. I nodded. Yeah, that's definitely weird. I don't know what's going on, but the whole train changed directions in the span of a moment.
Or maybe we're not in the same train anymore.
What do you mean?
She's saying we switched trains, but we just forgot. I don't really feel like I forgot anything, personally, but whatever.
We waved dismissively at the air with a hand.
Next station's coming in shortly.
There was so tense when we arrived at the station. Okay, das war das Ende. Das war das Ende der Geschichte. Flowchart. Und das letzte ist dann die Uhrzeit, glaube ich. The current time. So, what time is it anyway?
It's 6 p.m. Wait, fuck! My watch is broken.
He was looking at his arm. More precisely, under the fold of his cuff was a large watch. Watch, nicht Wurst. Watch. Even if nobody wore those anymore, older guys still had their quirks.
If it broke earlier, we're probably 6:20 or so. I think when we were in the train before, it was somewhat around 5 p.m. More or less, at least.
I wonder how long this game's going to take. At least I have a good excuse for missing out on work time.
Yeah, or you could call your boss to tell him you're late because aliens abducted you. You really think he's gonna believe this if you tell him?
Oh, shut up.
Somehow the time feels wrong for me. It's not correct.
What do you mean?
I think it should be earlier. I guess I was abducted earlier than you guys then.
Before I could really ponder what this meant, we arrived at the next station. Aha! Nicht alle wurden gleichzeitig geholt. Das ist schon mal eine wichtige Sache, die wir gelernt haben. Guck mal. Welcher Raum ist das? Oh, das Ding. Das habe ich mit Marco gemacht, glaube ich. Ich meine, das war mit Marco. Richtig? Bibliothek? Ja. I really wanted to sit down, but if I did, I knew Marco would make fun of me. Even worse, it would make our search go by so much slower. I decided to abandon that idea, but if I ever had a reason, I'd definitely take it. Okay. Das kann ich überspringen die ganze Zeit. Hier müsste doch mehr sein als nur eine Sache. Eine Sache machen kein 6% aus eigentlich. Im Normalfall. Irgendwas habe ich vergessen auch noch. Ach, da. Marco.
Hello. I'm here, what's up? And what happened to calling each other by our first letter?
I shrugged in defense, truly having no retort to that. He was right.
Oh yeah, I didn't have the time to tell you earlier, but remember when I said I recalled something about Ray?
Do you remember something?
Yeah, he was my teacher maybe 2 years ago.
Aha! So he's the teacher of science things?
These aren't only science things. These are also important life lessons. Essentially, you're right about though. He was teaching some science class.
And any clue about the other two while you're at it? Marco looked pensive.
Actually, not a clue about the others. Only Ray. Maybe somebody from the university ties us together.
I shook my head, knowing full well Jasmine had never gone there. Okay, das ist gut zu wissen. Guck mal. Wissen wir also doch, was Ray gemacht hat vorher. Would you look at that? Er war ein Lehrer, er war ein Lehrer, er war ein Lehrer. Okay. Raum vorbei? Okay, Raum vorbei. Okay, sehr gut. Dann müsste es jetzt auch 100% sein, oder? 100%? 95, wie? Nein! Wie habe ich nur 95? Das kann doch nicht sein. Ich habe irgendwas vergessen anscheinend. Ich weiß nicht was. Na gut. Oh, was soll ich vergessen? Noch ein Punkt dann. Ein Punkt fehlt also noch. Ich hatte, glaube ich, 75 oder sowas. Dann in einem Marco-Gespräch oder so. Hä? Was habe ich denn vergessen zu tun? Ich habe keinen Plan, was mir fehlt hier. Ich habe keinen Plan, was mir gefehlt hat. Irgendwas fehlt mir anscheinend, ich weiß nicht was. Irgendein kleines Ding. Wenn ihr es wisst, sagt mir gerne Bescheid. Wir gehen weiter, das brauche ich nicht machen. Und hier geht's weiter mit dem 25%. Super. Da muss ich die anderen Scheine diesmal nehmen. Ach, guck mal, das zweite Gespräch. I came up to Marco. He looked like the kind of person who didn't take the situation seriously. Next words, we are from that fact.
If Jay would have had her hair dyed blue instead, she'd be Blue Jay.
Oh, shut up. Why did I even want to talk to you?
Hey, that's not very nice. I'm just making a joke. You know? Joke. It's joke.
He made a few motions with his hands while he purposely spoke in broken English.
We have to lift our spirits if we're going to make it through, no? It doesn't do us any good to be frazzled by what's going on.
What does it even mean?
Oh, frazzled? Exhaustion or something like that. I want to be a bit fancy.
Fits more informal than fancy to me. But anyway, I guess they're about done now. He did have a point with his argument too. So I guess thanks for the lifting the mood. Even if your methods are questionable at best.
Well, hey, can't spell questionable without able.
Fair. Fair. He moved away with a big grin. Yeah, and can't spell questionable without quest. As in Simon's quest to escape this terrible curse known as Marco. I joined the others after grumbling some words to myself. Okay. Das war die zweite Entscheidung. So, Flipchart. Wie komme ich auf die orange Route eigentlich? Muss ich jetzt gucken. Ey, oh nein, die anstrengende Stimme. I came upon A while he was looking into his bag. Hey, I was wondering if...
Oh, please be quiet. I need to find this thing. It'll only take a moment.
I saw him frown. It felt unusual to see him in such a state of hurry. What was he looking for exactly, anyway? His bag was pretty big, so it had to contain a lot of things. I caught myself thinking it was strange that Smiley left him with all of this while he took everything we had. Was there stuff in his bag? No, there was no way. Eventually, he stopped searching.
I can't believe I lost it. Oh, why is it missing?
You mean something you had isn't there anymore?
That is unfortunately correct. You wouldn't happen to have seen a little rectangular gadget that can open with a screen and a keyboard inside it, have you?
That's a PDA, right? No, I haven't seen that.
Ah, I guess I should have been more careful. I can't believe I lost it.
Maybe Smiley took it. He snapped his fingers at my suggestion.
Oh, that's true. Oh, so unfortunate. I don't have one of those newfangledy phones, so I make do with what I go. Speaking of, do you have a phone?
And no, Smiley took it from me too.
Ah, then that makes sense. Thank you, young man. Let us be on our way now. They have unlocked the door.
We both went back to the group. Cool. Das Gespräch war komplett sinnlos. Ich meine, gut, wir wissen, er hat ein PDA. Hurra! Hilft uns das? Weiß nicht. Okay, jetzt habe ich noch die Ein-Twin. Ist das G? Ah, it's H. I came by H, who was with E. The former was trying to make the girl react by doing a bunch of raving movements in front of her face, but E wasn't reacting at all. Naturally. What are you doing? That's extremely rude.
Is it? She can't even see me, so she doesn't know what I'm doing. To her, I'm not doing anything.
That's right, but we can see you. At least I can since everyone else is too busy.
Do you care then? I want to tell you something that I can't. Disabilities are dumb, and all of them should go away. I hate them all.
It's not so simple. But I do have a way to talk to her. The old man gave me these pens that could write letters in Braille. As soon as I showed her the pens, she snatched them along with a piece of paper.
Hey, wait, I wasn't done explaining. We don't have the time, slowhead. Just give me like 1 sec.
The girl quickly wrote something before stuffing the pens back into my bag. She gave E the paper, though E looked more and more puzzled the more she read her hands about it.
I don't really understand what you're saying, sorry. What? But I thought these pens would...
Hey, calm down. There's a way to use these pens that I didn't have the time to explain. I glanced over at the rest of the group. Apparently, they finished opening the door. Whatever you have to ask her will have to wait until later. We've got to the door open now.
Later, more like never. I'm sure I asked correctly. I guess she just didn't want to answer, and that's fine. But I don't like that.
Ich habe jetzt H-Stimme geändert. The twin grabbed E's hand and pulled her along. The poor blind girl followed, uncertain of where she was going. Putting my hands in my pockets, I followed along too. Armes Mädchen. Armes Mädchen. Da habe ich alles gemacht. So, jetzt muss ich gucken, wie komme ich in die andere Route? Did I think the message was important? Simon believed the note was important, yeah. There was a part of me that just couldn't let go of the paper with the mysterious message. Why in fact would it be here if it was important? This entire place was far too meticulous built to leave in something random without reason. I couldn't afford to get teamed up with the one that didn't belong. Or Perhaps I should have aimed for that. If I was with them, perhaps they could get me out of here. But the situation was more difficult than simply escaping. I had to escape, yes, but with my friends. What I needed was information. I had to talk to somebody. I didn't have a lot of choices right now. There was the old man behind the counter. He might have been knowledgeable about it. Then there was the twin next to me. I could also talk to that strange girl E, who might have known more than she appeared to. I disregarded Marco, though. He was either very deep in thought or on a date with his drink. Or both. It wouldn't be helpful to always only rely on what my friends thought. That eliminated Jasmine and Marco to begin with, but I figured if I went to talk to GH, I would unscrew my head, so I dropped that idea too. I probably only had time to talk to one of them, since I bet they were getting antsy to hand out shortly. It would be between me, the old man, Ray, H, and the strange girl. Oh my god, Ray, I guess? Maybe the man himself would have had more information for me. He did find the paper after all. Maybe there was something else he chose to tell no one yet. Hey Ray. I decided to man up and stand up to join his side. He didn't look very welcoming, and the second I called for him, he gave me a dismissive wave. I wasn't that hurt by his attitude, though, so I insisted. Listen, I want to talk about the paper.
You didn't hear me with the first part, huh? Guess I didn't talk loudly enough for your little boy ears.
You didn't talk at all, so...
Anyway, go away. I'm trying to think.
I didn't go for the obvious thing, or else I might have ended up sprawled on the floor and barely conscious. That might be the case, but it's about the paper.
Yeah, what about it?
Do you know anything else? Did the paper come with anything else, or...?
No. There was just the paper. Is that all?
Yeah, I guess. This discussion wasn't turning out to be very fruitful, so I abandoned course after that one single question. However, he grabbed my hand to pull me closer.
Before you go, listen. I think A's planning something. I don't know what this game is, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it soon.
Do you suspect him of anything?
He's got some weird stuff in his bag. I caught a glimpse earlier, so I'm gonna try to get info on that out of him. I don't know when, but soon.
He released me. I didn't know what he would be going for. I was just hoping he wouldn't beat up the old man or worse. But I had to admit, I also harbored similar thoughts. A part of me was... Also, a part of me, not a part. A part of me was unsure about A. In the end, I didn't figure out exactly what I wanted to know. Just then, I heard a sound nearby. It was something like someone falling down onto the ground. I took a glance around me and I noticed Marco fell off his seat. Are you okay? He definitely wasn't, but this was a formality. Our resident barista ran over to our side, on front of the counter, taking a closer look at the boy.
Allergy to coconut, perhaps? This is an anaphylactic reaction. I need to take him to some sort of hospital quickly, or else he's going to suffocate. Quick, someone help me!
Ray pushed that out of the way in a surprising show of altruism. He grabbed the boy and effortlessly lifted out to his arms.
Yeah, to the train. Let's go!
Wait, you don't know where you're going. We found the stuff earlier.
She took out a somewhat large pile of folded papers she carried in her pocket. Unfolding it, she revealed they were maps for the stations.
Look, one of them is an infirmary. If you go through there and then stop there.
Let's go quickly! Then no, he's going to die!
Whatever, old man.
Ja, retten wir Marco. The two of them took off. Jasmine looked at me. Then she panicked, realizing something I'd yet to understand about our predicament.
Oh no, we have to head there too. Remember what Smiley said. The train will only stop at a station that hasn't been done yet. They can't make it to the infirmary because the stations on the way aren't occupied or solved. And if teams don't disbugger those, A, Ray, and M will be stuck before they can help M.
Quickly, we all hurried after them. I had the decency of also taking hold of E's hand to pull her along.
Where are we going this quickly? Did something happen?
I had no time to explain, and I was the only one who could help her down the stairs. I had to be quick or I would miss the train. Then we arrived at the little lobby, and from the opening I could tell the train had just arrived. I felt apologetic to E, but I really couldn't stop if we didn't get in there. Quickly, I ran to the station. Jasmine kept an arm out to try and see if the doors would remain open that way, but I doubt they would. Smiley installed death collar on us, then this contraption could have severed our arms without second thought. Finally, we made it in. I panted, letting go of E, who quickly put her hands on a nearby surface to reorientate herself. She made her way to the seat, and after making sure nobody else was there, she got onto it. We made it. All in. I noticed the twins were there too, and so was Jasmine. Shortly, the train closed its doors. Oh, look up. Whoo! Red Marco, let's go! Finally, we were off again.
We're going to the other side this time, huh? I guess it was a bit out of control. Anyway, we have 2 stations to stop at. The first is the security room.
And the other is the laboratory, yeah? Who's going where? We've got a security room, a laboratory, and infirmary. Then was for A&M and a gym. Like, for fitness? The train was already inbound to the first station. Very soon it arrived and stopped all movements.
Quickly, the more we wait, the more danger and we'll be in.
Who will go?
What are our teams like?
I think the twins might go together again. Before my suggestion brought any reactions, Ray walked back in from the other compartment.
We need someone to go, huh? I'll go.
Okay, that solves that. With who, though?
She cast a glance at me. Was I really going to sacrifice myself like this? No, I couldn't. If I would go with Marco since he needed to bring him to the infirmary, I was the only one left who could communicate with E, and so my duo was already decided. Disregarding hesitation, Ray stepped towards the girls.
I'll go with her.
Hey! Let's go!
Very quickly, he stepped backwards towards the open doors. Jasmine moved forward as if to stop him, but he quickly stopped her in the tracks when the click of a certain metallic object made it clear he wasn't joking. Oh boy! The man had a gun, and it was trained right at us. His strength alone could keep the girl in check. This was just his insurance.
What?
Shut up and stop gesticulating. You come with me. You and your twin are super suspicious. We've got to find someone who isn't like the others, huh? The chance of us landing here with identical twins are abysmally low. If I had to guess, then one of you is who we're looking for. You know, the traitor.
Oh,
Whoa!
Hey, don't move now!
He reaffirmed his hold against H's body, squeezing her tighter with his strong arms. The man had caught G taking a step forward to defy him.
Don't do anything you might fucking regret, okay?
let go of her. She's not like that, I swear. She's not the one you're looking for.
What's that? Are you then? Had you both say something about a traitor to each other earlier?
Of course not, you idiot. Neither of us are who we're looking for. You stupid maniac. Let go, I'll kick you in the nuts.
But no matter how much she swung her legs, every hit missed. It almost felt like she was missing him on purpose. Perhaps she didn't want to actually trigger him to pull the gun on her. Perhaps she was only doing this as token show of resistance. I closed my hands into fists and inhaled the next out. I wasn't going to go and pull out of his grip. That would be too dangerous. Jasmine was just as angry and powerless as I was. When Ray stepped out, following on in actions, she lunged forward. Ray aimed at her. No! I screamed just as H screamed too. G's screams joined the cacophony, and I almost lost my footing with a sudden noise erupting around me. I put Jasmine back into the train though. As shot had fired from the gun, I thought it was difficult to tell if she'd been hit. I quickly took a look at her as we fell in a heap. The bullet wasn't hit her. I looked at the ceiling. The bullet wasn't even a trainer either. A quick glance at Ray told me he'd fired in the air as a warning shot.
We gotta leave in pairs, so don't fucking with me. And you wanna know where I found this gun, I bet. Before you accuse me of doing some bad shit, you should.
But his monologue was interrupted by the doors closing behind him when he stepped through the doorframe at the end of the station. Perfect. He kept gesticulating before H suddenly bit his hand. By the time he let go of her, it was already too late. Ciao. Bye, H. Bye. The train was driving off. I was left alone with Jasmine, who was standing up, G, who was frightened and looked extremely perturbed, and E, who was as normal as usual.
It's okay. All we can do is hope that he sticks to his word. What did he say at the end? What should we do about what?
I don't know. I couldn't hear. Did you? I asked G, but it was useless. The girl was sobbing. I wasn't good with this, so I left Jasmine to handle it. Our teams were pretty much decided anyway. I'll go fill E on what just happened. You take care of G, okay?
Yeah, that's the plan. It's okay. We'll get your sister back.
Aww. So, ich würde sagen, wir beenden den Part hier. Wow. Diese Waffe, diese eine Waffe ist katastrophal. Alle nutzen sie gerade. Alle. Ach, toll. Na gut. Ich danke euch allen fürs Dasein und hoffe, es macht euch weiterhin Spaß. Ich bin dann das nächste Mal bei, wenn wir mit I wahrscheinlich zum Gym gehen. Oder Laboratory, eins von beiden. Wir werden sehen. Okay, dann bis nächsten Mal. Bye!